Today is May 19th, World IBD Day. This World IBD Day, I want to take the opportunity to say hello to all my patients of inflammatory bowel disease. In day-to-day practice, we often don't find time to say hello, how are you doing, and how are things with your life. But today I want to tell you that we are in partnership with you. All of us at AIG are with you to see that you have a healthy and happy life. Anything, anytime, we are there for you. We may not show you every day, but we care. At AIG, you will always feel comfortable to see that we do the best for you. At least we try to do the best for you. Today, the whole world, all of us, doctors, pharmacists, nurses, paramedical, and people stand in solidarity with all patients of IBD who are suffering, and we look forward to do things to ensure a happy and healthy life for all of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rupa Banerjee, for your words and message for all our viewers at India IBD Support Forum. So as you're all aware, this is a community which has got many, many warriors also with their caregivers who are their loving attendants who have been with them through this journey of inflammatory bowel disease. This May 19th, which is the World IBD Day, as always, we want to make it special for all of you and try to bring in people who can connect with you as much as possible and who can relate to you and understand your health in a much better way. So this year, again, we are having somebody very special on our platform. So we would like to introduce you on behalf of AIG and the IBD Center to Dr. Anuja Lumia. So she is a behavioral health coach and a physiotherapist. And like all of you, she is also an IBD warrior. And that's what makes us more special to have us today with Dr. Anuja Lumia here. And this is just a small introduction. We're going to hear a lot more about her. And interestingly, she's also an author and she's done a lot in such a young age. And we're really, really proud and happy to have her on this platform today. So, Dr. Anuja, thank you so much for coming over to our show today.
Thank you, Dr. Nalini, for having me. Hi, everyone.
So this is just going to be a very informal session. So Dr. Anuja, you can also speak a little bit of Hindi and English so that our viewers will be comfortable, and we're not going to make it a boring technical talk. So
Yes.
we just want to make sure that we can give you the right message and help you understand a very important aspect of inflammatory bowel disease by tackling mental health and stress. So this is going to be the broad topic of our discussion and interview today with Dr. Anuja. And let me ask Dr. Anuja the first question about how would she describe her journey with IBD?
If I had to describe my journey in one word, it would be transformative for me as a person. But long story short, I was diagnosed 20 years ago and I was in college. I was away from home at hostel when I was diagnosed. And the first 5 years were very hard. I mean, no one prepares you for the amount of pain that you go through, the amount of bleeding that happens, the amount of food restrictions which happen, the amount of number of times you run to the bathroom, the amount of anxiety which comes in. But I was lucky enough that for 10 years, I was in complete remission. I did a lot of lifestyle changes, a lot of changes to my mindset, to my food. But still, around 5 years back, I again had a flare up and I had actually multiple back to back flares. And these were way worse than what happened when I was diagnosed. But this time, what was really bad was not just the bleeding and the inflammation and the food. It was the anxiety. It was the panic. I was having panic attacks literally every single day. So it was anxiety with whether it's with lights, with sounds, with people, with food, with everything. It was like I couldn't have solid food for like 9 months. I couldn't eat solid food. I was only on liquid food. I lost 1/3 of my body weight. I couldn't walk without pain. And it was traumatic to a point where I have gaps in my memory today that, I can't remember days, from those few years. And that time, doctor of course told me that I've got immunosuppressants, steroids are not helping anymore. But I chose a different path because I wanted to heal. I just didn't want to like, so being a physiotherapist, it's very difficult to think of myself as a patient. And I see myself more as how do I live my best life? How do I live the highest quality of my life? So I started doing my own research and I came across nervous system regulation, gut microbiome, vagus nerve, biohacking, quantum health, circadian health. And after I went down that rabbit hole, I used all those techniques on myself. I was literally a guinea pig. So, how we have all those lab rats? I literally became like that. And that's when I realized that, okay, all these symptoms which are happening, all that inflammation which is happening in the body, all that anxiety, it's all starting with the nervous system or how my nervous system is responding to everything that's happening around me. And I think that shifted my mindset that it all comes down to the nervous system.
So I
Yeah.
think this is the right time for us to get introduced to your book at this, which is I think a
Okay.
phenomenal achievement, and we're really really happy to have me actually interacting with the author of this book. So to all our viewers, Dr. Anuja has written a book called as Relax, Play, Thrive, and it's available online. And so Anuja, why don't you walk us through what really motivated you in writing a book? I mean, you've described this entire journey, which I think many viewers on our forum can relate to because they have also probably gone through similar ups and downs. But I think the entire logic behind it, or rather the funda behind it, was saying that let me heal myself. I think that's a very powerful statement. And is that what motivated you to write a book?
Not exactly. So I've always read books. I don't remember a day when I have not had books in my life. I always wanted to write a book, but I never knew about what the book would be about. And the reason this book came up is because so for 3-4 years, I was doing the nervous system regulation, gut microbiome, changing my food, my lifestyle, everything. But after a point, I got bored because honestly, how long can you do the same thing? वही चीज बार बार कितना करेंगे हमें बहुत boring हो गया था. So I was like, okay, how do I make it more fun? So I went online and I was searching ki, okay, maybe I'll read some fiction book or I'll do something different. And I saw this interactive activity book, which is a general interactive activity book. And I was like, stress के लिए अगर ऐसा कुछ होगा तो it will be like amazing. So I was searching online कि कुछ तो मिल जाएगा, but there was literally nothing for stress online where it brings in interactivity. It makes it like an activity book ताकि I don't have to read like self-help because honestly, it's very boring to read self-help. And something where I can have fun, I can play, I can learn, I can regulate. Everything would happen in one place. It wasn't there. And then I was like, okay, I'll make it myself. So the book happened basically because I wanted something to make it fun for me. But it combined with many other things like, okay, if I'm making it, it should help other people also. I wanted to help not just those of us who have IBD or chronic disease, but also people who don't have it yet and who are prone to it. Because I'm sure, Dr. Nalini, you know that a lot of the number of cases or the number of symptoms people are seeing as chronic disease has increased markedly since COVID, especially since COVID. So my
So how
goal
much
was,
do you
yeah.
attribute, like, since obviously all of us are more familiar with IBD in this audience, but how much in your research or your viewpoint do you attribute stress?
99% because stress is, see, normally when we think about stress, हम लोग सोचेंगे कि इसने मुझे ये बोल दिया, मुझे बुरा लगा, इसलिए मुझे स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, और सिम्टम फ्लेयर हुआ है, इसलिए मुझे स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, or something has happened, इसके लिए स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, or I'm thinking some particular thing. But stress is not only that. It's like you may be in remission right now, you may be on your medications, but you may be sleeping late because you're having a little more fun in life because you can have fun right now. But that sleeping late is also adding stress, the load of stress to your body. If you're somebody who has a glass of wine, for example, once in a while, that can also add stress to your gut microbiome, impacting your nervous system. So stress is not just what we feel in our mind. It's what happens in the body. It's a body response. And during my journey, I realized that the anxiety was, of course, I was feeling it in my mind. But it was more that I could feel my heart racing, I could feel my hands sweating. I could feel my entire body like shaking. All those things won't happen if it's just mental, right? It's starting in the body. They're feeling it mentally, but it is also showing up in the body.
Yes, I think that's the whole brain gut connection that
Yes.
everyone's talking about right now, that especially our gut being the second brain literally, and which is something that sometimes is in our control, and that these are the mantras. So as obviously you are still young definitely, and you have a family that has been so supportive with you during this entire journey. So I'm sure for all our caregivers who are also a part of this group, I'm sure उन लोग के लिए भी बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट होगा. कोई हस्बैंड होगा, कोई वाइफ होगा, कोई किसी का पेरेंट सफर कर रहा होगा, या तो फिर किसी का चाइल्ड सफर कर रहा होगा. सो एज अ केयर गिवर आई एम श्योर इट्स वेरी स्ट्रेसफुल. एंड अक्सर हम लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोग केयर गिवर्स को ज्यादा नेग्लेक्ट कर लेते हैं, बिकॉज द एंटायर फोकस गोज इन टर्म्स ऑफ ट्रीटिंग द पेशेंट, डूइंग द टेस्ट, डूइंग द मेडिकेशन एंड ऑल दैट, and the caregiver is often overlooked, and stress is something which is just so hidden and inevitable. So what do you think that how do we tackle the caregiver stress burden?
So what I've understood in the last few years is that different things will be stressing us out. Like for you, the stressors will be different. For me, it will be different. For someone else, it will be different. But irrespective of क्या चीज हमें स्ट्रेस आउट कर रही है या क्या हमारा रिस्पॉन्स है उस स्ट्रेसर का, द नर्वस सिस्टम बिहेव्स इन द एग्जैक्ट सेम वे. तो आप आईबीडी पेशेंट हो, you're a caregiver, you're a doctor, or anyone else, stress is going to show up in the same way in your nervous system. तो नॉर्मली हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वी गेट स्टक इन इस चीज के कारण मुझे स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, या इस स्ट्रेस के कारण मुझे ये फील हो रहा है. So आप ये भूल जाओ कि what is stressing you out. I understand that it is difficult for caregivers. I've seen my parents struggle during those few years when I was in the flare. I've seen my friends also, like I remember having this conversation where this friend was telling me that he was so scared that I may not make it because he's never seen me that way. My friends have never knew that I had this problem for so many years. I have not told anybody. So there's a lot of different ways that stress will show up, but the best part is that there is a very simple way for all of us to deal with the stress in the same way, because our nervous systems are the same. They respond in the same way.
Wow, I think that is just so interesting कि you can be stressed for an exam or for an office interview or for whatever, but अंदर जो चीज हो रहा है सब में वही हो रहा है.
Exactly. There's this thing I had read. The situations that you may be facing may be very unique, but the emotions that they bring up are universal.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
this brings me to like the actual part of our talk today, saying that given this like amazing intro and the importance of stress, I think it is impossible for anybody to actually come out and say कि हाँ मैं तो अभी एकदम stress free life जी रहा हूँ. I think तुम हिमालयास में भी जाओगे तभी stress होगा, I think, for whatever reason. So I think unless we have reached that level of Buddha and moksha feeling, I don't think it'll be difficult for all of us to do that. So I think now the stage will be yours, and I want you to actually educate all of us with 3 to 4 simple exercises कि हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं to relieve stress. तो definitely there's a lot more, and just 3-4 is not going to be helping us, but थोड़ा सा आप teaser दिखा दीजिए.
Okay. So I'm going to give very simple stuff which जो हम लोग घर पे भी कर सकते हैं without any effort. So we all are able to, staying in India, we have the access to so much sunlight, right? The sun is one of the best healers I've found for our not just stress levels but inflammation, the gut microbiome, anxiety, all of it. So early morning जो sun होता है अपना, the earlier you wake up the better. So the red sun which we have, basically just look into the brightest part of the sky. If you're in a sunny space जहाँ पे बहुत धूप आ रही है, summer है, तो 5 to 7 minutes भी काफी होता है. और अगर सपोज क्लाउडी है या बारिश हो रही है या मानसून अभी आने वाला है, सो इन द वेस्टर्न कोस्ट, तो उस टाइम पर 10 to 15 minutes बी इन एरिया जहाँ पे सनलाइट है या जहाँ पे धूप आप पे आ सकती है. सो जब आप ये कर रहे हो, मेक श्योर कि विंडो खुला हो, सनग्लासेस नहीं पहने हो और आप धूप में बैठो, एंड इफ इट्स कंफर्टेबल, लुक इन द ब्राइटेस्ट पार्ट ऑफ द स्काई. So this will not only help in telling your nervous system कि everything is safe, you're good, because our eyes are actually the only part of our brain which is outside the skull, the cranium. So our eyes directly give the information to our brain कि everything is fine. So that is one thing. साथ में inflammation भी कम होता है. So because it's IBD, you can expose the skin around your abdomen to the sunlight, direct sunlight, उससे भी you'll realize कि आपका inflammation levels कम होने लगते हैं. Your symptoms start getting better. That's how you'll know inflammation is reducing. Or you'll also find that your motions frequency starts changing because of that, because your microbiome composition starts changing directly because of the sunlight. And the best part is it improves your sleep. बिकॉज आपका जो कॉर्टिजोल मेलेटोनिन हॉर्मोन्स जो होते हैं हमारे उसके रेगुलेशन के कारण इट इम्प्रूव्स योर स्लीप क्वालिटी इन द नाइट. इट स्टार्ट्स रीसेटिंग योर स्लीप. एंड हम सबको पता है अगर रात की नींद अच्छी हुई मतलब द नेक्स्ट डे इज गोइंग टू बी अ गुड डे फॉर अस. आवर सिम्पटम्स विल बी बेटर, right? We know sleep is the most powerful healing drug that we have. So you can try this. The second one is, this is very common in India already, but I'm going to still say it. Walk barefoot on earth. Whether आप घास पे चल रहे हो या बीच पे चल रहे हो या अनपेंटेड सीमेंट पे भी चल रहे हो, it will help in your body releasing all of that stress, because there's an, you could say, ion exchange, like negative and positive ions get exchanged between the ground, between the earth and the body. तो क्या होता है कि all जो हमारे बॉडी में पॉजिटिव आयंस का बिल्डअप होता है over time because of our lifestyle, screen usage, like every different things. But with that negative ion input from the earth, what happens is it balances out how your cells function every single day. तो आपके जो stress levels होते हैं वो कम हो जाते हैं. Your, again, it helps in inflammation. तो अगर you stay, if you are walking or even sitting, or you know, with feet touching the floor, if you're sitting, it will help. 5 to 10 minutes will help in reducing your inflammation if you do it every single day. So these are simple things which you can do. Suppose आपके पास time नहीं है, साथ में ही sunlight और grounding साथ में कर लो. It works. So you can do both together. And other than that, what you can do is electrolytes. So normally what we say is कि we should hydrate, पानी अच्छा पीना चाहिए, because प्यास ज्यादा लगती है, especially जब inflammation होता है या they're too stressed out, dehydration होता है cells में, इसलिए हमें प्यास लगती है. पर जितना भी आप पानी पियोगे और अगर electrolytes are not matching the level of water you're drinking, वो पानी सेल से अब्जॉर्ब होने नहीं वाला है, so आपका एक्चुअल हाइड्रेशन नहीं होने वाला है. So what you should do is have very simple, सिर्फ नमक और नींबू. Take 1 teaspoon of namak or half a teaspoon of namak, half a lemon juice squeezed out in 100 ml of water. That's it. And you can have it around 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. Once a day is more than enough usually. Why these 2 times is because it's the time when normally our cortisol levels drop according to our circadian rhythm. 11 p.m. and 4 p.m. is when your cortisol, your stress hormone के levels drop. तो उस टाइम उस drop के कारण क्या होता है, जब हम ये electrolytes पियेंगे, we are supporting our adrenal glands which produces cortisol. So अगर आपका chronically high cortisol है और अगर आपने ये electrolyte का regular रोज लेने चालू किया आपने, you will see कि over period of time that, let's say that आपको skin में भी flares थे, कोई अंदर में skin की problem चल रही है gut में, so that will start reducing. You will see that your energy levels start improving. Your अगर anxiety थी या mouth dryness थी या you're sweating too much या racing heart है, वो कम होना चालू हो जाता है. So these simple things help a lot when you do it every single day, and they take not more than 5-10 minutes in a day.
Wow, this is like just very basic stuff. I mean, we don't
Yeah.
need any equipment, nothing. घर पे
Nothing.
बैठे हो जाएगा. So
हाँ.
can you just tell us any one exercise which I think all of us together can do it?
Sure. So this exercise will work directly on your nervous system. So whether आप anxious feel कर रहे हो या आप depressed feel कर रहे हो या shut down feel कर रहे हो, wherever you are, agitated, wherever you are, this is going to help. Okay. So we're going to start by looking straight. And just with your eyes, we're going to make your eyes go zigzag. So look to the right, look to the left, right, left. So keep moving your eyes right to left till you either yawn, sigh, or swallow. सिर नहीं हिलाना है, सिर्फ आंखें.
There's no time as such. Like one can take a
No.
minute or 2 or max.
So usually it happens on its own. अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो 30-40 seconds you do it, it's more than enough. और अगर नहीं हो रहा है, it's because you know we've never done it before.
Yeah.
It takes some time to get it. For me, so now it's like you say the word Vegas and it regulates.
Great. That's nice. And do you think that it's a good technique, like, you know, any breathing techniques or any other like simple tools of meditation or something?
There are, but I would say start with these because these are very simple. They won't have any adverse effects, basically. So meditation and breathing tools are there. Actually, my book has 111 activities. And those activities have more than 140 strategies, which are these are some of them, but the others are like breathing techniques, visualizations, somatic exercises, etc. But what happens with breathing techniques and meditation is it depends on what is the emotional intensity of your nervous system state. So, agar it's one thing saying I'm anxious. Now it depends whether it's like mild anxiousness or is it like I'm really anxious, I'm really close to having a panic attack. If I'm really close to having a panic attack, or आप मुझे बोलो कि meditate करो, deep breathing करो, it's going to worsen it and push me into a panic attack.
Yeah.
But if I do my breathing and all when I'm only थोड़ा सा anxious, हल्का सा है, I know I can manage it, तब it will help you. So each tool depends on the intensity of your dysregulation also.
So I think this is very, very stimulating, and I think the best part, I think what I've enjoyed is that these are like the most simple things.
Yeah.
So and which really anybody can do it. So I mean even and so I think rightly pointed out, it can be anybody. It may not necessarily be people who are fighting IBD. For them, for sure, because we know
Yes.
that it's going to directly be relevant in terms of their physical ailment. But I'm sure even as caregivers and their friends and family, or even anybody else can also do
Definitely.
it, because I think it's not really specific to IBD, but I think since our forum is for IBD, both the warriors as well as their caregivers, I think this is like a very simple strategy to combat stress. So
Yeah.
I think before we wrap up, I think
I have
yes,
I have one
yes.
more point. Actually, when you mentioned caregivers, I got an idea. So this is a very good way when you're doing these tools, when you're using these tools, that you do it together. So
Yeah.
you can bring in one more way of regulating your nervous system, which is co-regulation.
Okay.
So when suppose like you and I are talking right now through a screen also,
Yeah.
because if I am regulated and you're regulated, we will help each other anchor into regulation. But if
Awesome. Very
I'm
nice.
dysregulated and you're regulated, and your regulator is strong enough, your regulation can influence me to re-regulate myself.
Wonderful. I think this is like
So-
any, just like, say either even see watching the sun together or walking barefoot. So either if it's like
Yeah.
the child and the mother, or the husband and his wife, or likewise, if they are able to do that, that positive energy itself is, and it's an aura of energy which is being set in.
Exactly.
I think that's really nice. I think I hope all of us can actually start that right away. आज से ही हम लोग शुरू कर सकते हैं actually, क्योंकि इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा कुछ preparation की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So I think we can definitely start that. So I think Dr. Anuja, let's end today's amazing session. I'm sure we can have more sessions with you in future, but let's end it today with your one mantra for World IBD Day, or one takeaway message for all our viewers on World IBD Day.
जब हम फ्लेयर में रहते हैं, हमें ये याद नहीं रहता कि our body is trying to protect us. ये सारे symptoms जो हमें आते हैं, it's just your body saying, I'm trying to protect you, I'm trying to keep you alive and safe. हमें लगता है कि our body is broken, और यार ये मुझे ही क्यों हो रहा है, तो the next time if you feel like कि कोई symptom वापस चालू हो रहा है, ये याद रखिए कि body का signal है कि I'm trying to protect you, I'm trying to keep you safe, कुछ गड़बड़ है. But now because you have these tools, you also know what to do. So next time, please don't feel कि मुझे पता नहीं क्या करना है, or feel helpless, because you have these tools. They will help you no matter what happens. And remember that your nervous system is a superpower that you have. And with it, you can always relax, play, and thrive.
Wow. Thank you so much. I think I really love the way you have put it across. I think
Thank
to actually give that amount of power and energy to our own body, I think that itself is a big gift from you on
Yeah.
World IBD Day. So thank you so much, Dr. Anuja, for joining us. And I hope all our viewers have got a bit of positive vibe and connection today with today's talk. And with that, we'll end our session on World IBD Day. And I hope it's been an enjoyable and an informative session for all of us in this platform. Thank you so much again for all of you to have taken out the time and joined us on this session. And thank you, Dr. Anuja, once again from AIG Hospitals.
Thank you, Dr. Nalini. Thank you, everyone.
Today, May 19th, is World IBD Day.
This year's theme is IBD has no borders.
IBD affects people everywhere, requiring global awareness and care.
The world is seeing a shift in diseases with change in lifestyle and diet.
Doctors provide diagnosis, treatment, and ongoing care for the IBD patients.
Many people face stigma and misunderstanding.
Patients and caregivers support each other.
Early diagnosis improves patient outcomes.
Personalization is the key.
Newer advancements can help in better diagnosis and treatment. Everyone deserves care and understanding.
Global research and collaboration improve treatments.
Change starts with all of us.
IBD has no borders.